And let's give him a post-lunch applause, Mr. Dave Crane.
Thank you, thank you. I love you, Mitch. I've got to say that is possibly the worst ever introduction I've had in my life. Possibly done. You're looking at me going, he's a man. He's got dreadlocks. He's not in prison. He must be here, Dave Crane. Thank you. All right. Right. Big question for you. Who wants to have a successful life? Yeah, how many people don't want a successful life? All right. Well, I was out there. Funnily enough, you're the only person I wasn't going to help. I was thinking about what to talk about today, and I thought, well, what's the biggest subject in everybody's mind right now? Now, we don't touch politics at all, because obviously it's controversial. So today I'm going to share with you the Donald Trump Survival Guide. All right, 5 things that will change your life, and it will mean that everything else falls into place. First question is this. I've got for you the world's coolest business card. This is my business card. In here, you have the 10 rules of success. You've got every single day, you've got an exercise you can use to improve your life. You've got a special meter for changing different areas of gauging your energy. This is unique. You cannot buy it in the shops at all. And here's the first question. Who wants it?
Wow.
Right. Congratulations. And because you made the effort, let me give you one as well. Right, first lesson, apart from how to batter somebody else in the audience for fun, is if you want something in life, you have to go and get it. How many people put their hands in the air and are waiting for me to give you a question? Sometimes a question doesn't come. And sometimes there's only one card to go around. When that happens, you wait to see what else is coming. So the first lesson today is when something's important and you want it enough, you go and you grab it. Don't wait around, because ultimately in life there are no rules apart from the ones that you give yourself or are set inside you from a very early age. And you keep going through your life wondering, why is it I won't do this and everybody else does, instead of saying, how do I make it happen properly? So as we've realized now, with these 5 rules, and that actually wasn't really one of them. I've got 5 different rules I'm going to share with you. This is what I want to do. So I'm going to do an event in about 2 weeks called the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Anybody heard of that before? A couple of people. Anybody never heard of that before? Well, now you have, so don't lie. So I'm going to go out in front of about 40,000 people. I'm going to get them to do some crazy stuff like Mexican waves and cheering and stuff like that for about 3 days. And the only thing I have is a microphone and probably about 20,000 gallons of Heineken, which does the job, strangely enough. So we're going to have a little tester. I want to get the energy right for everybody before I give you the full Donald Trump survival guide. And it's a non-political one because I avoid politics like the plague, which is why in front of a live audience and camera, I'm talking about Donald Trump. So what I want to do is, first of all, let me teach you how to get the energy right for every speaker you have here today. First of all, you start by clapping. Then you stand up, and clap, and cheer! All right, sit down. Very good indeed. Okay, excellent. And now I want you to start the camera properly, because that's my B-roll starting from this moment on. Ladies and gents, let me introduce to you Dave Crane. He's a man who's got dreadlocks. Thank you, Mitch. Hey! Oh, stop. No, don't really stop. Just, okay. All right, 5 things I want to share with you about the Donald Trump Survival Guide. Now, I stay out of politics completely because at the end of the day, I don't watch the news. I do not watch the news for a very good reason, because it's not because I don't care. It's because news is created by people who sell newspapers and magazines and advertising only works where the audience is. Now, we are all trained from a very early age to respond to bad news. From being cavemen, for those of us who were cavemen, remember that far back, they'd go hunting. Like that, maybe with no microphone, but with a spear. They go hunting, and they'd be trained to listen out for a dangerous noise. A noise from up there is a creature they're chasing. Noise from behind is somebody chasing them. From there, it might be a tribe that's friendly. Might be an unfriendly tribe over here. So they're constantly paying attention. Now, what happens with that is very simple. If you go to an event and you're wearing your brand new dress, Mitch, if you're wearing your brand new dress, and somebody turns around to you, and of 100 people you talk to, 99 say, what a beautiful dress, and one person says that dress is horrible, what do you remember? The dress is horrible. And why are you wearing a dress? Possibly if you're a bloke. So with that, you're trained to remember bad news, which is why bad news sells. So I don't pay attention to the news because only bad news is on the news. Otherwise, people wouldn't care. My world is full of wonderful people, and you guys here make me feel fantastic. I'm so grateful. Thank you for that. Another one over there. If you keep laying them, I can sell them. So keep going with it. So my world is full of wonderful people, so I don't pay attention to the news, but I do appreciate the fact the world has changed very much in the last 24 hours, but it is only going to change as much as you allow it to do, as far as you're concerned. 5 rules. First of all, time. I've only got probably about 4 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes left to do this presentation with you because I spent so much just having fun. But one day, at the end of the day, you will have no time left. When that time is over, are you going to waste time by saying, you know what? We had 4 to 8 years of politics I didn't like, or I'm going to blame my parents for this, or I'm going to blame the school I went to for that, or whatever it is, my credit cards. Well, that's good luck to you. When I have 1 hour left on my life, I'm sat there, I'm lying in my bed, I've got my wife there, and my kids, my grandkids, the kids I didn't know about, I didn't tell anybody, but whatever. I will have one thought on my mind, which is I had a great time. I couldn't care less what happened. I live every day, and I enjoy every day. And if you're not doing that, it's your problem, true? So you get 86,400 seconds in every day. Imagine every single one of them had a dollar sign. That's the money that you were given every single day to spend $1 a second on what you want to have. The next day, you get the money back again, but you can't carry it on and you can't add it up. What have you bought with your money today? And what are you going to buy with it tomorrow? Whining, whinging, saying the world's a bad place? Think about it. Second rule, this is it. You are to blame for everything in your life. Your life is your fault. No, 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 no. Here's the rule. People don't like it when you say that, so let's change it. Let's say your life is your choice. That sounds nice? Okay, so whether you make a choice or not make a choice, it's still your choice. So if you want to spend your entire day going, oh no, look at the politics, look at the world, I've already switched off the news. I saw a newspaper on the way in, that's it. Orange is the new black. That's all I'm saying. Political, don't go there, don't go there. Thank you, Mitch. But very simply, you are going to have a chance to do what you want with your life. You can spend it complaining about all the things that are going on and all the things that held you back, or you just go and do it. Do you know what this is? That's the world's smallest violin playing for you, feeling sad about yourself. One thing you realize is nobody else gives a monkeys because they only care what's in it for them. Doesn't mean they're horrible people, but you get one shot at it. How long are you going to spend wasting time worrying about everyone else's opinion? Get into it, do your stuff, and live a wonderful life. Rule number 3, you will never fail. How many people have ever failed at something in their lives before? Failed in a relationship, failed to pass a driving test, failed to pass an exam? Quite a few. How many people have got really heavy arms or sweaty palms and armpits and they're not going to show me because you're embarrassed? Okay, how many people have never failed at anything in your life? Okay, you've never failed? Nothing is a failure. Tell me why, Patty.
Well, everything will create something, and you just have to go with the opportunities and allow the doors to open, and nothing is a failure in my point of view.
Absolutely right. Give her a massive round of applause. Major lesson for you. When you go through life, you have events that come to you and experiences and situations. You can study so hard to get to it, then you have a result. It might not be a result you want, but what people don't ever ask for is the feedback. What did I do wrong? How could I do it? You just go, oh, failed. What's it? It's rubbish. And as a result of that in the corporate world, people don't do stuff because they're scared of failure. But in the real world, for the entrepreneurial world, if you've got 100 people, of which of those 100 people you turn around and say, I want to work with somebody in this room, and 99 say no, but one person says yes, is that a yes or a no? It's a yes, you've got somebody to play with. In the business world, in the corporate world, if you turn around to 100 people and 99 say yes and one says no, what is it? It's a no. I'll tell you why. Because somebody will say, you know what? I get their point. Maybe you should have a look at it, come back, and then we'll have a universal appeal, and we'll see how we can do it properly. By that time, the moment is gone. So I'll give it to you that you will never fail in your life. You'll get results you don't want, but that's what life is all about. True? How many people now in this room are ever going to fail at anything ever again? You still think you will? No. How many people will never fail? You will. You fail to talk to me. Thank you. Well, that's not the answer, but the right answer. So give him a round of applause anyway. All right, well done, Roberto. So you'll never fail at anything, so go for it. Rule number 4, this is it. How many people have ever made a mistake in their life? A couple of people going, yeah. And a couple of people saying, Dave's NLP trained, so therefore he's got an answer, so I'm not going to put my hand up. Okay, here's the point. When you do things in your life, you never make a mistake at doing it, because at the time of doing it, you are making the right decision with the information you have at that time. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. You're not stupid. You make it, and you're not stupid either, Dave. On the odd occasion, and I have put them on Facebook, I apologize, but so at the time of doing it, you only ever make the right decision based on what you know. So in your life, there's 3 reasons why that's very important. Who is going to be there for the duration of your life, who's going to be accountable for everything? You. And who knows more about you than anybody else? Apart from your wife and mother, and you. And as a result of that, who's the best person to make a decision on the things that affect your life? Right, so you're never going to make a mistake. So go for it, jump, and grow wings on the way down. You might not know how to do it, but your brain's a supercomputer. It will find a way every single time. I promise you. And as my time is about to run out, I'll give you rule number 5, the very last thing I want to share with you. Okay, and this is something which probably does sum up the Donald Trump survival guide more than anything. The most powerful person in any group, in any room, is the person who's most flexible and most interested in the other people in that room. If you are interested in people and you find out what makes them tick and you create relationships with them, you can ask them to do anything and they'll do it for you because they've built a relationship with you. You don't even have to pay half the time or even at all because you've built up a relationship in the emotional bank. And what people want to talk about is themselves. There's no accident that the biggest song on the planet is not one by Justin Bieber. It's actually Happy Birthday. Why? Because you get your name in it. That's why it's so popular. So if there's one hint I can give you for the next 4 years, maybe 8 years, or maybe we'll just change the rules and it's going to be for the next 20 years, get interested in people. Enjoy the differences. Get to learn what makes people tick. And then, as a direct result of that, you'll find that there are no barriers, there are no differences, just lots of people with different dads. On that note, you've been amazing. Thank you so much.